Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness with Bud Light and maybe win some money too. Love ya! Cheers! Go team! Whatever team you love, I love too. Okay. Love ya. Okay, break a leg. Woo!
Well, guys, a few years back, at the height of wokeness here in this country, Dylan Mulvaney was given a deal with Bud Light. And boy, that actually really upset a whole bunch of people, guys. Bud Light, they crumbled. I'm not exactly sure if Bud Light actually recovered because the backlash is brutal. They lost millions upon millions of dollars. They actually lost the top spot as the number one beer in America because they got in bed with a transgender. Folks, this country now, I do believe, is actually healing itself of the wokeness when it actually comes to the trans mafia agenda. When was the last time you actually heard anything from Dylan Mulvaney? Things are changing, folks. It really, really is. However, leftists told us that trans women are women. So when a actual biological woman is actually compared to a transgender, they shouldn't be offended, right? They really shouldn't. Now, President Trump was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And remember, this is actually a repeat because some left-wing lunatic decided to try and do an assassination attempt. So it got postponed, and it happened a few days back. And this Correspondents' Dinner, guys, is really supposed to be more like a roast. But oh no, Trump goes after Caitlin Collins, his old nemesis, and compares her to Dylan Mulvaney. They didn't like that whatsoever. They did not like it, folks. Very, very interesting, guys. All of a sudden, I left them believe that trans women are women when a woman is actually compared to a transgender. They take offense to that. So let's go ahead, guys, and roll this clip of President Trump roasting Caitlin Collins. Let's roll it.
I want to personally congratulate CNN's Caitlin Collins on receiving her award. It was all about me. It's a fake. She shouldn't get the award. It was a fake, but I didn't mind. I said, Caitlin, congratulations. But it was fake. There's no question about it. But she's a young, attractive woman. She never smiles. I said, Caitlin, do you have a smile? Smile. You have a nice position. You're at CNN Fake News. You should be a happy person. So smile, Caitlin. Just smile. But we attack, and I thought Caitlin had really made it big with a major new sponsorship, but then I informed her that it wasn't her on the Bud Light can, it was Dylan Mulvaney. And Dylan Mulvaney cost Bud Light $35 billion in market cap. That was the worst commercial.
So you guys saw that right there. That was pretty funny, if you ask me. Pretty funny. Now, Dylan Mulvaney has actually had a lot of work done on his face. This is like about 3-4 years ago when he decided to make all these videos about day 20 or whatever of being a woman. He had all these facial feminization surgeries and everything like that to actually make his face look like a woman. And guys, let's just be real. There's a strong similarity between Dylan Mulvaney and Caitlin Collins. All you need to do, guys, just look at this picture right here. There's some similarities. There's no doubt about it. There are similarities. So Trump, he wasn't wrong. He was not wrong. I mean, boy, the similarities are stunning. It really, really is stunning, to tell you the truth. But of course, you got some beta males now, all of a sudden, And why do left-wing men, why do they seem so feminine? I'm very, very curious about that. They come off as very, very feminine. Okay? So we got this guy that used to be on MSNBC, maybe he's still on BS now, what they're known by. He's triggered. He's taken offense to what President Trump actually said at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, folks. So, that being said, check out this clip.
I thought the comment about Caitlin Collins, who he clearly has a thing with, I don't know. She got presented an award, and he talked about her in ways that I thought were so misogynistic and nasty that if I were in the room, I would have been incredibly uncomfortable. And I guess it's worth playing so that people know what we're talking about.
I want to personally congratulate CNN's Caitlin Collins on receiving her award. It was all about me. It's a fake. She shouldn't get the award. It was a fake, but I didn't mind. I said, Caitlin, congratulations. But it was fake. There's no question about it. But she's a young, attractive woman. She never smiles. I said, Caitlin, do you ever smile?
Jesus.
Smile. You have a nice position. You're at CNN Fake News. You should be a happy person. So smile, Caitlin. Just smile. But we attack, and I thought Caitlin had really made it big with a major new sponsorship. But then I informed her that it wasn't her on the Bud Light can. It was Dylan Mulvaney. And Dylan Mulvaney cost Bud Light $35 billion in market cap.
What's disturbing is that so many people in the MAGA sphere are like, right on, stick it to him. This is great. He's going into the lion's den and he's just, mocking them and launching bombs on them and all. And they kind of eat it up, right? They find the insult, they find the misogyny, they find the anti-LGBT stuff great. And I look at it and it makes my skin crawl. I know that there's other things you pointed out, but to take a moment of professional triumph for Caitlin Collins and to try to reduce her into a pretty little girl who doesn't smile enough, and maybe I'll compare her to a transgender influencer, that's about as low as it gets to me. That you have to be a really small human being to do that in that moment. And that's what really stood out.
So you guys saw that right there. Weak sauce, man. Weak sauce. But this is the kind of men that actually support the Democratic Party. And these leftist men, they don't like comedy. They don't like comedy whatsoever. Remember, they were actually going after Dave Chappelle for transgender jokes and all that other stuff. And Dave Chappelle is, let's just be real, he's a lefty, super funny, but still a lefty. They don't like him. I mean, these people, man, don't believe in comedy. Now, they believe in comedy, if it's actually attacking Trump. They're perfectly okay with that. I mean, they were actually attacking President Trump at a White House Correspondents' Dinner before he actually ran for president. Barack Obama was there. They were all taking shots at Trump. And then Trump decided to actually run for president. And all of a sudden now, jokes thrown out the window. They don't like it. They don't like it whatsoever, man. Funny how these leftist men are hypocrites. They are real hypocrites, folks. Boy, they can cancel comedy, man. And a lot of these comedians, man, a lot of these guys, they're left-wing themselves too. But they don't like it. They only like it, man, when it's actually attacking Trump. But when Trump actually delivers the jokes, they don't like it whatsoever. Well, now, guys, out of nowhere, Dylan Mulvaney is back. Dylan Mulvaney now has responded to President Trump. Now, Dylan Mulvaney, man, has this 5-minute video or something like that. And like I said, nobody's actually seen him in a while. That's because these corporations finally realized, this wokeness, this transgender stuff, there's no money in it. That's why you haven't seen Dylan Mulvaney. But Dylan Mulvaney's going to say, it's because I'm doing my own musicals and stuff like that. No, there's no money in this stuff. That's what it is. Even a few years back, guys, Dylan Mulvaney was doing like these tours on college campuses. And we know how woke these college campuses can actually be. Nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. That tells you everything you need to know about this, folks. So let's go ahead and roll this Dylan Mulvaney clip. Here we go.
Hi, is this a good time? Well, it's definitely an interesting time because my name is Dylan Mulvaney and the President of the United States said my name in his speech 4 times on Friday night. I couldn't respond right away because yesterday I had tickets to see Meg Stalter and O'Mary, but now I think I'd like to say a little something. Firstly, I would like to congratulate CNN's Caitlin Collins on her award and tell her that I'm incredibly honored to be compared to her in any way, and I hope that she keeps doing all the great work. Now, the president also brought up a video I did over 3 years ago, and mind you, I've been kind of flying under the radar, keeping up a pretty low profile, just like doing my little musicals, singing, dancing, and yet I am still his topic of conversation all these years later. And it seems to me that I might be like the one that got away for these men. Like I am permanently burned into their retinas. I am microchipped into their minds. And when I first heard that the president put me on his diss track, I was like, well, that's not good. Then a few weeks ago, I would have probably been more upset about this. But luckily, I was ghosted last month by a hookup who I really liked. And what I realized from that experience was that I shouldn't want to be with someone who doesn't really want to be with me. So maybe I shouldn't want to be professionally supported by an administration that doesn't personally support me or so many others in this country. Food for thought. In fact, maybe being publicly mocked and criticized by this administration is actually like the greatest compliment of all. Because it puts me in the company of some of like the most brilliant, empathetic people in our world today. But I do still wonder, like, why is it so important to them that I don't find success? Like, what is it that I have that they don't? Oh my God, freedom. I am free in a way that they will never have the privilege to experience. And they want to use their power to take away my freedom. But what they don't understand is that my freedom has like zero contingency on what they can provide for me. Because my freedom is fully dependent on the moment that I acknowledged my real authentic self in every day since. And sharing that with the world, it's just icing on the cake. But they don't want me to be able to share that because it would mean young people realizing that if someone like me can be themselves and find success and freedom, then they can find success and freedom for themselves too. So now I have some action items for us. Are you ready? Number 1, support trans and non-binary people. This is the time. I am sounding the alarm. We need you to stand up for us, vote for us, donate to our causes, hire us, and support the businesses who hire us. But most importantly, love us. That is what we need more than anything right now, publicly and proudly. Number 2, if a young person is seeking acceptance, we are going to love them. And if you are a young person watching this, I need you to hold onto every piece of yourself tightly, because especially the parts that they are trying to make you feel guilty about or trying to scare you into abandoning. And I need you to find people who will help you carry those pieces into a kinder day. Okay? Okay. And number 3, when they try to judge you for your support of us, take that as the greatest compliment. Ladies, when they tell you that you look like a trans woman, wear it like a medal. Men, when they tell you that being attracted to trans women makes you gay, I want you to Hillary Duff PSA their ass so hard that they don't even know what just happened. And to the dolls, let's have each other's backs. And lastly, to the president, thank you for reminding me that I am more powerful than I even knew. And to quote my favorite recording artist, Shia Diamond, I am America. Love ya. Baby,
So you guys saw that right there. Dylan Mulvaney responding to President Trump. I'm kind of surprised that Dylan Mulvaney, he actually went out there and posted this weird video. And Dylan Mulvaney is a weird person. Make no mistake about it. Dylan Mulvaney is a weird person. Still out there, you know, want to push the trans agenda on kids and everything like that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Caitlin Collins, remember, she used to be a conservative. In reality, she still may be a conservative. However, she sold herself out to the highest bidder. And these people in the media, they will do that. And I'm pretty sure Caitlin Collins does not like being compared to a transgender. Because in reality, guys, being compared to a transgender, that just means that womanhood actually means nothing. Nothing. And she knows that. These leftists, they know it too. That's why they got triggered. This is why they got triggered. Anyway, guys, that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time. Well, Black and White Nation, it is that time. The 4th of July sale is here. 20% off everything in the merch store, including our new America 250 second edition. Has America 250 on the front with the flag on the back. We also have our America 250 George Washington edition with the America 250 logo on the back, George Washington on the front. We have our Freedom shirt. We have all the merch you guys want. Patriotic gear. Our best-selling shirt is our Bald Eagle edition America 250 shirt. We have sports gear. We have hats. We have bat pats as well. Get your merch today, guys. 20% off. If you are a paying member to the website, you get 25% off. And by the way, you can become a member and support us just for $10 a month. You can also save money by getting the annual plan. If you would like to donate to us, you can do it directly on the website. $5, $10, $20, whatever you guys want to give. We do appreciate the support.